You all are welcome back to the channel today. I'm Luchke Styles, and in today's tutorial I'll share with you all how to make a pinafore dress which has braided straps. It has a side slit and this big statement bow just on top of the side slit right there. So this particular dress is versatile and can be paired with a shirt. As you can see, I did mine right here. You can pair it with a bodysuit, a turtleneck, or any top of your choice, and it makes it perfect for different occasions. So all this depends on your style and preference. So if you want to know how I did this from start to finish, continue watching, and with all that being said, let's quickly get started with today's tutorial.
We were sparks on quiet streets, two hearts finding way.
I made use of 3 years of Ankara fabric to make this dress, and right here I have this my fabric folded into two, as you can see right here. Then I'm going to be making another fold, making it 4 folds in total. I'm cutting out the front and the back part of this my dress all at the same time. To determine the wideness of your dress, divide your hip circumference by 4, add 1 inch for zipper allowance and slit allowance, and then 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. So this folds I have right here is enough for my body measurement. At the top part of my fabric, I wrote this straight line, which is going to be my starting line. So the measurement from my shoulder to my under bust is 14 inches because this dress is starting from the under bust. So I placed that 14 inches on this starting line here, and I also marked my half length of 16 inches. I brought my tape down to mark 8 inches for my hip length. If you're on a taller size, please mark 9 inches as your hip length. I still went back to place that 14 inches on that first line to get the length of my skirt. So whatever I'm doing right here, I'm subtracting 14 inches from it because that is where the dress will be starting from. If your shoulder to your under bust is 15 inches, you also subtract 15 inches as well. The length of this my dress is 44 inches. I went on ahead to add extra 2 inches for my hemming allowance. So now I'm done with that. I'll rule out all these points into a straight line. Before marking my body measurements, I'm going to start marking 1 inch from that edge right there. That is going to be for my zipper allowance and also my slit allowance. When I'm done with that, I'll measure the under bust circumference of my body, and mine is 7 inches and 3/4. I place it on that first line right there. Then I marked what I have and I added extra 1.5 inches for my sewing allowance. For my waist circumference, I divided it by 4. Mine is 8 inches. I marked what I have right there, and I also added 1.5 inches extra for sewing allowance. On my hip divided by 4 is 10.5 inches. I marked what I have right there, and I also added 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. All these markings I'm making right here, starting from this line, which is my zipper allowance line. Then from that my hip line, I mark 2 inches below like this to connect this into a straight line. Then I'll bring this down from my hip line into this 2 inches line. This line helps to contour the hip area properly. Then I'm going to take the measurement of what I have from here to this line right here, and this is 12 inches. I'll just be subtracting 1.5 inches from what I have there and mark it at the hem of this my skirt. So reason for this is because I wanted it slightly penciled, not too penciled. Okay, then I'm making this connection from my hip now into the hem of this my dress. I'm done with that. I'll go on ahead to cut this out exactly the way I have drafted. The distance from that my starting line to my waistline is 2 inches, and that is going to be my band. As you can see, I've labeled it right. So from that my waistline, I'm going to mark half of an inch upward this way because we need our joining allowance of half of an inch for the skirt part and the band. So when I mark this, I'll connect it into a straight line. So from that half of an inch which I marked upward from my waistline, I'm going to measure this upward to now get 2 inches for my band, an extra half inch. So in total, all I need to have right there is 2.5 inches, which is perfect. And this is what I have right here. Then on that line, I'm going to cut this out. Now I have my band and I have my skirt part. So what I'm going to do now is to open this up and remove the inner part of this my skirt so that I can work for this other side. Now this is still folded into two. I'm going to mark 5 inches like this and connect it into a straight line. I also gone ahead to slash this. So this is for the side slit for the front part of the dress. Open it up before slashing, just as I've done right here. And at this point, we're now going to be having two pieces for the front part of our dress. One will be bigger and the other one is going to be smaller. Now I'll move over to the back part. So I'm going to be doing something on the zip area of this my skirt, which is called the butt curve. I have series of tutorials on that. You can go on ahead to watch other tutorials on the channel in case you're not familiar with that. So I'm going ahead now to cut out my lining piece, and if you watch properly right here, you will realize that my fabric is longer than my lining piece. It is actually 3 inches longer for all the pieces I have right there. The reason is because there's this effect I'm trying to achieve, which I'll show you all at the end of the day. So I'm going to remove all of these other pieces so that I can start sewing for this my skirt. For this my skirt, I brought the front part, which is the bigger part of the front part of my skirt. Now I'm placing my lining right side facing this my fabric. At the base right here or at the hem, I'm going to be aligning both fabrics and I'll pin it as well. When I'm done pinning, I'll first of all go on ahead to stitch this down like this using just half of an inch. When I'm done with this, I will now drag my lining upward so that it can align with the waist area of this my skirt, and this will make the base or the hem of my fabric to come in like this, which is totally fine. So on this stretch part, I'll join using just quarter of an inch, and also on the sides I will join as well using just quarter of an inch. Same process I'll repeat for this smaller part and also the back part of my skirt. When I was done with that, I turned everything out from the waist area right here, and I also gave this a very good press and stitched down the waist together with the lining on top of each other just like this. So the next thing is to join the bigger part and the smaller part of this my front skirt piece. I did this by aligning these two on that straight part just like this. And remember that I stitched both using just quarter of an inch. So because of this, instead of using 1 inch to join, I'll be using just half of an inch to join. So because it will have a slight slit from the hem of my fabric, I went up by 8 inches. So I'm going to be joining from the waist and stop exactly on that 8 inches. When I'm done with that, I'll get my band, and I'm just going to be placing the right side of my band to the right side of my skirt like this. So I notched so that I can differentiate the upper part of my band from the lower part of my band. So when I pin this right side facing each other this way, I'm now going to stitch this down using just half of an inch. For the back part of my skirt, I also repeated the same thing. I'm going to be joining my band as well. So you know the band was closed, you have to separate them, okay? Then I now pin this down right here, as you can see, right side facing each other on the waist area. I pinned this both, and I'm going to be joining as well using just half of an inch. I'm done doing that for the skirt part, and this is what I have. So I need a very neat finishing for this my slit part. I'm going to do this by getting my hemming gum. I'll place it underneath this part right here, and I use my iron to iron this down, okay, so that it sticks properly. For the bow, I have this piece of fabric which is folded into two. It is about 13 inches wide and 11.5 inches long, as you can see. So I'm going to be stitching all around using just half of an inch, leaving a little space where I'll turn it out from. After fixing my band to the back part of my skirt, I will go on ahead now to fix my zipper. You can do this by placing the right side of your zipper on the right side of your fabric. And remember, because you use quarter of an inch to join both sides of this skirt, I will now be using half of an inch to join my zipper, because we are already taking out little allowances from this, and if we still maintain the original allowance, it's going to come out very tight. So you pin your zipper like this and now join it or stitch it down. But the easiest way to do this is by bringing your skirt together like this on the zip area. Bring it together like this. So from that underbust part, just measure at least about 11 inches is okay. 11 inches is okay. Then from that 11 inches, I'm just going to be joining this first using quarter of an inch all the way from here to the end of my skirt. Then before I go on ahead to now stitch my zipper to my skirt, this is the best way and method to do this. Now this piece I have right here is actually from my shoulder to my underbust of 14 inches, and I added extra 1.5 inches to this, and this is going to be for the strap. It is 3.5 inches wide, and I'm just going to fold this into two like this and now stitch it down using just quarter of an inch. By the time I do this, I'll have something looking like this, right? Then I'm going to be turning this to the right side right here. So I'll get something called fiber or a polyester. That is what I'll be using to stuff this inside, which is this piece I have right here. It's called a fiber or a polyester. So I'm going to be cutting this at 3.5 inches wide, because you need this to have a little weight, but it doesn't need to be too big. So the amount of fiber you cut or put in between your strap depends how wide you want it to be or how thick you want it to be. I'll do this by stuffing this my fiber into my strap, so you can use a very tiny piece like I'm doing right here, so that this can ease the movement to make it smooth. So by the time I do this, I stretch this out, and I'm just going to be cutting out the excess fiber I have right here after adjusting this my strap to fit properly. So this strap has to be 6, because for each of the strap you need 3 for the braiding. So after stuffing all this inside, I'm going to be doing it for the other part, and this is what I have. For the 4 parts I have done it, so it's meaning 2. So you're going to be getting this at the very tip like this, so it's just 3. Okay, so I'll get them together like this, and I'm just going to secure them at that very point, because the next thing I'll do is to braid them. So you can use your hand needle, or you can go to a sewing machine and stitch that down. So for that my bow, I've gone ahead to stitch and turn it out to the right side and also iron it as well. So all I did was that I pleated it slightly at the midpoint or at the middle. Now I'm using this my thread to tighten this at that point, on that center point there. I'll continuously do this till I'm satisfied with the result. Then I'm going to be keeping this to get the other little fabric I'm using to cover this thread I have right here. So just get a piece of fabric, fold it twice and fold it again. Now go on ahead to fold it together and stitch, and you have something like this. I believe that's something we can just do without even being taught. So I'm going to be passing this through like this. So mine was oversized on this. I'll bring it out to redo it, but this time around behind the camera, okay, so that it doesn't take a lot of our time. So after doing that, I'm still going ahead now to place this my bow on my skirt, exactly on top of that slit right there. Then I'll tack this down. So all the corners or all the edges here, just tack it down, the upper part, the lower part, and the midpoint. So that is it for the front part. The back part of this my skirt, I also iron the zipper part open to lay it flat. So it's time to braid this after stitching, or you can hand sew this. So you're going to place this on a nail so that by the time you are done braiding this, you can easily bring it out. So this is what I will do to the very end. So it's quite easy to do so long as you can braid. It's just something you have to twist together to get to the ends like this. So you're going to be forcing this fiber inside so that you can have at least half of an inch space where you can also tag this at this end so that you secure it from losing. So after that, I'll be joining the front part and the back part of this my dress together, and I'll be aligning this at the sides as well and pinning this as well. Now I'll be using 1 inch and quarter, that is 1 inch and 0.25 to join instead of 1.5 inches, which was the actual sewing allowance because of the joinings we have done so far. I did this for the both part of my dress, and I flip it to the right side. You can see what I have so far. So I'll be folding this my skirt into two like this, and from the front part here I'll be marking 4.5 inches, and I'll notch it as well. So from the sides towards the back part of the skirt, I'll be marking 4 inches. I'll also notch it as well. Then I'm going to be getting my strap. I'll be getting my braided strap here, and this is the right side of my skirt facing the camera. And this my strap here, I'll be getting the one part of the ends, so you can decide to stretch yours out slightly a bit, because after braiding you think that it has reduced in length, but it hasn't. So right side like this, I'll pin this, then I'll flip this over to the back part on that notch I have as well, and pin it as well. So this is what it should look like. Be careful so that yours doesn't twist or it doesn't come out straight. Okay, I'll do this for this other side as well, and I will just secure it down on my sewing machine. So this is it after securing on my sewing machine, and I'm going to be fixing the second band right now. So I'll do this by opening up my zipper. Then on this band, on the front part of my skirt, I'm going to be bringing down this my strap to relax on my dress. So right here now, I'll get that band for the front. Remember, it's meant to be 2 in total. I also notched it as well, so the right side of this band will be facing the right side of this one as well. Then from that um side of my skirt, I'll start pinning this at the top part here. So if my expression is not so clear, what I'm doing right here is very, very crystal clear. So I'll pin it till I get to the other side of my skirt. Then when I'm done, I will now join this down, or sew this down, sorry, using half inch and stop right here. So I'll now get the other band for the back part of my skirt, and from the sides as well, I'll pin this till I get to that zipper area. Using just half of an inch, I'll sew this down on my sewing machine. So I'll still take you to my sewing machine so that we can do this together as well. Okay.
We were sparks on quiet streets, Two hearts finding where to meet, but life pulled us
So
apart.
right here I'm on my sewing machine. I've already stitched the front band to the front part of my skirt here using just half inch, and I stop exactly at the side of my skirt, which is where the joining started for the front and the back part of my skirt. So I'll continue with the back band for my skirt. I will now stitch this down as well using just half of an inch.
Before the quiet and the scars, when the world felt small and your hands felt warm, take me.
So I've cut off this excess zipper right here. So from the base of this second band, I'm going to take it up by at least half of an inch like this, and I'm going to stitch this straight down on the zipper. Just watch what I'm doing carefully. There's nothing to be confused about right here. Then this excess fabric, I'll cut it off. This top part, I'll trim it properly so that when I flip this my band to the right side, it's going to be relaxing very well. So I'll turn this now to the right side, and this is what it looks like. You can see how neat this is so far. So I'll move over to that side joining I have right here, and I'm now going to be joining them together
Quiet and the scars, when the world felt small.
and now cut off the excess. So I'll flip everything now to the right side so you can see how nice it's looking so far. So you can see. So this same thing is what I'll be doing for the other side of my basket. So that half of an inch which I folded in on the band, I'll continue folding it in like this. And on your seam, please make sure you open up your seam while you are stitching. So that half an inch is what I'll be folding in like this, and now run a straight stitch from this side all the way to the other side of my skirt, and you're going to have a neat finishing, and this is what it looks like. So I'm yet to even iron this down, but this is what it looks like so far. You can see everything is properly covered. So I'll go on ahead and trim off these unnecessary threads right here, and that is basically it. And you can see that on this my band, these two parts is aligning very well. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you found this very helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also give me a thumbs up. I'll see you all next time on this same channel. Keep on having a lovely time ahead of you. Bye.